and I shouldn't say it's control, but maybe it is, but just that delegation part for me, I feel like I have to have my hands in everything. And sometimes that'll hold you back, and you just got to learn how to trust. But I've been burned in the past, and I don't know if I've shared this, but I just been, I had an employee that took money from us. And so it's like you get fearful. Now all of a sudden you're like, everything's looked through a very skeptical eye, and it's just hard to kind of get back to. That's part of being an entrepreneur too. Part of being a business leader is learning to trust. Eventually, you just kind of let go. And I always say, let go, let God. For me, faith for me helps me big time in trusting, the process or where we're at. And it's funny because like you were saying, like even if it's the little that comes in out of what we take in and get out, I mean, that profit, or a lot of times people think, oh, you get this big job and you have all these properties, like you must have a ton of money. It's like, no, it's just more that you have to kind of manage and funnel and be smart with. And it's just sometimes the more you have to, the more headaches you get and stress.
The problems just become bigger. I know problems never go away. I remember thinking like, I'm going to make X amount of dollars and the problems are all going to go away. And it's like, no. They just become bigger and grander in scale and become more complicated. And, getting back to being just a connector, I've interviewed for multiple leadership positions and roles over the years. And I always say my leadership strength is being a connector, right? Mm-hmm. I will never be the smartest person in the room, but I know somebody who knows that, or know somebody who knows somebody, I
think that's part of my skill set. I mean, I think it's part of the way I've been wired too, is to be able to try to hook people up. And I find it like just satisfying to be able to connect people, to your point. And then them say, man, thank you. This really worked out well and stuff. I mean, sometimes you'll get some misses and lows, but when you start trusting people and you're yoked around the same group of people that have the same mindset, that's where you're going in the right direction. Especially in business, as you get older too, you want to be around people that can help you still grow. And that's, I always tell, I was telling Tammy too, that's like, I still, like these next 10 years for me, I still have goals and I have the ability, God gives me the ability to wake up every day, open my eyes, and, every time I wake up, that's you're winning,
Right, for sure.
Like Charlie Sheen said, #winning, that's
for sure.
It's like there's so much opportunity, and it's all in your perspective and how you see things, but for us to still grow, and I don't know if I'll get to the point where, because complacency is the biggest killer for a lot of businesses, obviously. But I'll probably get to the point where I just need to take a deep breath and kind of sit back. But I'm not there yet. It's hard for me even to take a few days off. I don't know if that's a good thing either.
We're going on a cruise in September for 7 days to Alaska, and I'm kind of like already it was a bucket list. Like we're trying to do all 50 states, and so Alaska, really the easiest way to navigate that is through a cruise, right? So I kind of knew, but now it's getting closer. I'm like breathing into a bag because a girlfriend of mine just came back and she's like, yeah, the internet doesn't work very well. And I was like, what?
See, that's to your point, the technology is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it's like you can't just turn it off. And that's my weakness too. It's like I can't.
It's that drive that you always, and one of the reasons, like I had kiddos and I went right back to work, and being self-employed, I think it's very hard to start that train up again, right? When you take time off, it's very hard to kind of start those, and the relationships and all that.